least you're getting back to the point where you can start to look at fundamentals, and that's good news. What happened?
I think you're in a liquidation phase. I think Kirsten had it exactly right. I think there's a bunch of wrong-footed moves by Hank Paulson and the Illuminati of the country, if you will, and I think we're paying for it right now. And the Illuminati of the country, if you will, and I think we're paying for it right now.
Goldman can be the first to rally hard enough to fix itself. I call it a virtuous circle that makes the stock even more attractive. Oh, by the way, I am part, just like when I always play with an open hand, I am part of the powerful cabal of ex-Goldman associates that controls the world, along with the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and of course the Queen of England, not to say the Bavarian Illuminati.
America, in this period, when really a new world order can be created, it's a great opportunity. It isn't such a crisis. Will be to develop an overall strategy for America.
Talked about before. I mean, you've got huge wage disparities. I don't know how that inevitably resolves itself. It may resolve itself in some type of a global currency crisis. And then if the global currency crisis unfolds, then inevitably you get, I guess, an alignment under a global world government, a new global currency, and a new world order. I guess an alignment under a global world government, a new global currency, and a new world order.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, what you just witnessed was the vision of the elites, or as us in the truth know as the Edomites, Esau, to bring in his one world government, his new world order, as they say, amongst the conspiracy theorists out there. All right. And let me give you a scripture before I get into this U.S. debt clock, because this is a key scripture to what John wrote down, what Yahweh Shai told John. Okay. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. That's talking about Yahweh Shai, the angels, all the our brother and the angels that are looking out for us, because they're rejoicing because they know it's almost game time. But woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devils come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but the short time. All right, and you're witnessing this in the making. All right, for those that want to be thinking that you're going to survive with your precious mammon, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Like, Esau wants to get his new world agenda in. So the U.S. has to be destroyed economically, and that's what's happening. So you can see here, there's the U.S. national debt clock. You can actually find this debt clock live in action on 110th West 44th Street in New York, New York. Okay? Just to give you a little thing on what this U.S. national debt clock is, it pretty much shows you this condition of this country, Babylon, America, and how much debt it has taken on throughout its inception, or when they started this debt clock. All right, and it says right here, the national public debt outstanding represents the face amount, principal amount of marketable and non-marketable securities currently outstanding. Okay, so this is what the investors are looking at when they want to invest and not invest in America. Okay, they're looking at this national debt clock. But when you actually take the consideration of the household, business, state and local governments, the financial institutions and everything, it's actually 59 trillion that this country's in debt. And if you see right here, it went up 133%. All right, but that's not what I really want to get. I'm just showing you that America's finished, okay? And this is just, but I want to show you how much this country, okay, really knows a lot of the elite really know a lot about everyone that lives here. Okay, this is the U.S. population. But when you come down, you see this right here? They know exactly who's a U.S. veteran, who's in public schools, okay, the children. Now, me, before I got into this truth in 2013, you know, I was in the military. I am a veteran, so my number is in here. Okay, I'm definitely in this number. If you have any children, they're in there too. Charter, okay, so you can see, look at this, without insurance, they know who doesn't even have insurance, all right? So you can see Esau really covered his ground. So when they try to put in that RFID chip, there's no escaping, okay? You either, if the Lord spares you from, you know, even getting into that position, or you're going to have to say, I'm not taking that RFID chip and you know, and be put to death by the Edomites, but you're definitely going to get into the kingdom of heaven because you didn't want to take it. Because this right here proves that, all right, America's finished financially, and they're going to, this is the New World Order vision to bring in an RFID chip, and they are visioning. So now let's go into more what's going on with the elite and their game plan, okay? Well, every country is in debt, and every country is fighting for whatever little resource they have for the big event. So check this out. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to get into current events. Give me the spirit, Slakia, to get into current events. Now, this is from the Daily Mail. This just came out Friday, January 16th of 2015 at 4 a.m. It says, Europe plunged into crisis. Slakia, Europe plunged into energy crisis as Russia cuts off gas supply via Ukraine. You see that? So what's going on out, you know, if you haven't been paying attention, all right, this is for the elect's sake, all right. EU and Babylon America sanctioned Russia. So now Russia's countering and say, oh, you want to sanction me? Now I'm going to cut off your gas. EU, what you going to do about it? All right. And if you continue reading, it says Russia cuts gas exports to Europe by 60% today, plunging the continent into an energy crisis within hours as dispute with the Ukraine escalated. This morning, gas companies in Ukraine said that Russia has completely cut off their supply. Okay? So Russia ain't playing games, man. They are in it, and they're going to do damage. Now it says 6 countries reported a complete shut-off of Russian gas ships via Ukraine today, in a sharp escalation of a struggle over energy that threatens Europe as winter sets in. Now look how strategic Vladimir Putin did on these clowns, man. All right, he literally shut their gas off in the dead of winter, man. Okay, that goes to show you that Vladimir Putin and Russia, Magog, are not playing games, man. Yo, we are in World War III. Like, these are dangerous times. Anything can pop off. Okay, now check out what Saudi Arabia is up to too. Okay, because they're in cahoots with America to the reason why Russia is acting the way they are. Saudi Arabia in oil price war with Iran and Russia. Okay, it says right here, I'm gonna, you can read this part right here, but I want to get to the key part. It says the Islamic Kingdom is now going after Russia, a main backer of the kingdom's sectarian opponent, Shiite Iran, by targeting its oil production clout to adversely impact the Russian economy. Okay, sources say the United States might even be colluding with Saudi Arabia to cause a dramatic drop in the international oil price in an effort to punish Russia, not only for its support of rebels in Ukraine, but for its backing of embattled Syrian President Bashar Assad, as well as Iran. You see how Babylon America and the CIA, John Brennan, are wicked as hell? Okay, they really are the antagonizers, all right, against Russia, and Russia is going to do exactly what the Lord's going to put in them is to defend themselves, and this is how they're defending themselves. All right, 1, cutting off the EU gas, and 2, check this out. This is from Zero Hedge. Russia just pulled itself out of the Petro-Dollar. That's right. If anybody understands how countries buy oil, they have to buy it with the U.S. currency because it's backed by the Petro-Dollar. Hence why the American dollar is the reserve currency of the world. for now. Wait till they bring in that RFID chip. All right. So, and I just want to, before I get into this, let me get into another scripture, because it's all about the scripture. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is Mark 13:8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And you're seeing kingdoms against kingdom right now. The kingdom of Russia, kingdom of Babylon, America, kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Iran, Syria. They're all in confrontation with one another. Okay, West versus East. Okay, of course you guys know, everybody who's in the truth know about the earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles, and these are the beginning of sorrows. So all these clowns talking about things are going to get better. You are smoking rocks. You're not even in the battlefield. Get off the war. Get off the field. You're not even in the battlefield if you think things are going to get better. All right. But let's get back to this. This is very important. I want to get to this article. You can read the article. I want to post it up on the link so you can see it. It says, as Bloomberg reports, Russia may unseal its $88 billion reserve fund and convert some of its foreign currency, okay, that's talking about US dollars, okay, holding into rubles, okay. The latest government effort to prop up an economy veering into its worst slump since 2009. These are dollars which Russia would have otherwise recycled into US denominated assets, okay. Instead, Russia will purchase even more rubles and use the proceeds for FX and economic stabilization purposes. Together with the central bank, we are selling part of our foreign currency reserves. Okay, so they're selling their foreign currency reserves. Okay, Finance Minister Anton Sullivan said in Moscow today, we'll get rubles and place them in deposit banks, giving liquidity to the economy. Call it less than an amicable divorce. Call it what you will. What it is, Russia violently leaving the ranks of countries that exchange crude for U.S. paper dollar. Okay, so there you have it. We are in the game. Okay, those that are in this truth, we are so close. We are at the doorstep. Okay, and here's why. Daniel chapter 2, verse 21 through 22. And he changes the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings, which is Israel's coming, Yasharahla, and he giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. Salakia. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth in them. And he's revealed the deep and secret things to the elect, and to those, and Lord willing, we are part of the elect, but GMS, okay, and any other brothers outside of GMS that are watching current events and seeing literally World War III manifest right in front of our eyes, okay, and this is exciting time for those that want to get the hell out of Babylon, America, because I don't want to fucking be here, because obviously motherfuckers who still think this shit's gonna continue on are not paying a fuck attention, okay. All right. But yeah. And last verse, for riches are not forever. That's right. The riches of America are not forever. So you better get right. And doth the crown endure to every generation? The crown of Esau's finishing up. It's going to be now the crown of Yasharahla, the 12 tribes of Israel, of the elect. Okay. And that's what's coming into fruition. So I hope this was enlightening. I want to give once again all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay? And until next time, Shalom.